The Supreme Court has come down heavily on Patanjali Ayurved Limited, its managing director Acharya Balakrishna and co-founder Baba Ramdev, while hearing the contempt case against them over the publication of misleading medical advertisements in breach of an undertaking given to the court. Today, the court noted that Baba Ramdev's affidavit was not on record and made it clear that the matter has to be taken to its logical conclusion. Senior advocate Balbir Singh, who appeared for Baba Ramdev, submitted that the parties were physically present today and ready to apologize in person. All right, this submission, remember viewers, did not appeal to the court, which said that if the parties wanted to apologize, then they should have filed proper affidavits. And this is the matter that has been lifted for the 10th of April, and my colleague Saqib is joining us live from the business desk. Saqib, of course, this is a scathing observation made by the Supreme Court there. And it also has once again pulled up Ramdev.
That's right. This, in Supreme Court's terms, in as many words, Supreme Court has categorically told the Patanjali group, which saw the presence of the Patanjali top boss, Yoga Guru Ramdev, and his deputy, Balakrishna Acharya, at the Supreme Court today. Supreme Court stating that this is the last chance. You get back to us in 10 days' time. On 10th April, Patanjali group and the likes of Baba Ramdev, the Yoga Guru Ramdev, and Balakrishna Acharya are supposed to give that last response to Supreme Court. All this has unfolded in the last month or so, but today again Supreme Court come down heavily on the group, telling Patanjali that this is not done. Supreme Court in fact giving an example, citing an example that this has to be a scenario not in just case of a Supreme Court ruling. Even a smaller court, a court of a smaller magnitude, the court's word is the last word, has to be taken seriously. Patanjali shares, again at the closing of the market time, did see a bit of a rebound after the Patanjali share, which saw a fall in the morning at around 11:30, when the markets had just opened, the share markets had just opened. Patanjali shares fell by about 1.5%, 1.26% to be precise. But the key takeaway from Supreme Court hearing with Patanjali every time is the observations of the court. The court makes it loud and clear to Patanjali that you're a chronic defaulter. You cannot be trusted. Rakshita, every time the court has asked Patanjali to follow suit, to answer to its show cause notice, there has been a bit of a beating around the bush. But what was the most significant thing today is how the Patanjali top boss, Ramdev, Yoga Guru Ramdev, was present in the court. And Patanjali has been given 10 days time till April 10th for that last response. But there's trouble mounting for Patanjali. The issue is becoming as contentious as it could get. And in the middle of it is the interest of investors and the Patanjali stakeholders, the consumers. They have been taken for a ride. Supreme Court again, in as many terms, telling Patanjali that, especially the Patanjali boss, Yoga Guru Ramdev, that why in the last week's affidavit that was submitted by Patanjali in the Supreme Court, why was there no undersigned, direct undersigned in terms of the Yoga Guru himself and Balakrishna Acharya. What Supreme Court meant to say is that the affidavit submitted last week was a very generic one. So here, Supreme Court, in the case of Patanjali, is taking a note that Patanjali is making a calibrated move, is trying to put up a brave face in front of the Supreme Court, trying to sort of, clarify its position. But here the court understands that Patanjali is playing its cards carefully. It is submitting, it is furnishing an affidavit, but again, not giving the clear-cut assurance. The Patanjali group, as per Supreme Court, is not giving the clear-cut assurance that it would stop with its rampant advertisements of medicines that offer lifelong cure. In fact, another major allegation against Patanjali and the Patanjali boss, Ramdev, and his deputy is how they have gone time and again rampantly speaking against allopathy. So as we've been time and again saying, the alternative medicine ecosystem in the country is regulated by the Ayush Ministry, which is the regulator. every now and then we get to hear top speakers, top brains speak about Ayush, its potential. But with the contentious issue of Patanjali's misleading advertisements case landing up in Supreme Court, and now today the fourth hearing, and now the Supreme Court asking Patanjali to be present on 10th with the final response, there's a larger debate that has unfolded.
Absolutely.
The debate around alternative medicines and safety of people, I would say.